Hey guys, so in the previous video, we annualized the model for one restaurant. Now in this video, we're going to compute some of the key ratios at the unit level on an annual basis for one restaurant. So let's just start doing that, right? Ratios, just go up here. Okay, so what are some of the key ratios that we want to cover, right? So first will be revenue growth, then material margin, then EBITDA margin, EBT margin, PAT margin, ROE, which is return on equity, ROCE, return on capital employed, sales by total assets. Let's do sales by capital employed, sales by PP&E, which is nothing but your fixed assets, core net working capital, NWC. Next, NWC as a percentage of sales, total net working capital, same thing, total net working capital, sales, cash, equity, which is nothing but net worth, total debt to equity, net debt to equity, EBITDA to interest, EBITDA total debt, CFO to EBITDA, CFO to total debt, Fcff total debt, and let's just compute FCFE to total debt. Okay, so let's begin. Revenue, let's just link it up here. This revenue growth is nothing but this divided minus 1. Okay, material margin 65%. We're assuming it to be the same. EBITDA margin starts at 7.5 and then goes all the way to about 17.9%. EBIT margin, negative EBIT margin in the first year going all the way to 11%. Same thing with PBT. Same thing with PAT. Okay, ROE. How do you compute ROE? It's nothing but profit after tax divided by average equity balance, right? ROC is nothing but EBIT divided by the average capital employed. So how do I compute capital employed? It's fixed capital Let's just do this sum of this plus working capital requirements, right? So rent deposit in this case is capital deployed in the business, right? So that's second thing, inventory plus receivables minus payables, right? And minus other OPEX items. So it'll have to be the average of this, comma, same thing for the previous period. This, comma, minus this, right? Okay, why am I getting hashtag value? I think because of the sign, right? Yeah, so then let's do minus some, status sum here as well. Right, there we go, 25%. Sales upon capital employed, nothing but this divided by, this is effectively the capital employed number, right? It's nothing but sum of all of these items minus these items. Have it here. Good for this as well. Sales by total assets. Let's take revenue and divide it by total assets. Next is sales divided by PP&E. Nothing but this. Next, we have core NWC. So that will just be receivables plus inventory minus payables, right? COGS payables, not all other payables. So it will be 1 plus 2 minus 3. Core NWC seems to be negative, so that's a good thing. Divided by percentage of sales. Next is total NWC. So what additions would I make? It would be this plus this, minus this, right? Minus other OPEX items. This is computed as a percentage of sales. Next is cash, right? So how much cash you have on the balance sheet. Next is equity. Total debt, which will be nothing but debts required to start the business plus revolver debt. Next is debt by equity, which is nothing but this divided by this. Next is EBITDA by interest. Go to the P&L for that. EBITDA divided by interest expense. Next is EBITDA divided by total debt. This. Why is it? Okay, because debt is 0 in the last year. Let's just put if error. Okay. Next is CFO to EBITDA. So let's see if EBITDA leads to any sort of cash flow conversion. This divided by EBITDA. Oh wow, seems pretty high in the first year, but then 35% is still pretty good, right? Next is FCFF by total debt. For the sake of simplicity, let's just assume FCFF is CFO plus CFI. It's not exactly the same because there will be this tax shield of interest that we are kind of not considering here, but let's just assume it to be CFO plus CFI for simplicity. So this is 1 plus 2 FCFF divided by total debt, right? If error here again. The last is FCFE. So let's just assume this to be CFO plus CFI less interest expense less change in debt. All changes in debt, right? Plus revolver. This divided by, let's call it total debt, right? Okay. This if error. Okay, so in this video, we've computed some of the key ratios. See you guys in the next video.
Hey, thanks a lot for watching the video. Hope you found it useful and also got a few actionable insights.
Check out our website and join the mailing list for regular content. Do spread the word and share it with anyone else you think might find this useful.